What up, guys? It's AB back here with another video of Honest Judgment, and this time I'm going to be reviewing the Altec Glansing fucking Life Jacket 2, and I said that I was going to do that, in that week that I unboxed it. If you haven't seen the unboxing, I do an unboxing of the Life Jacket 2 by Altec Glansing, blah, 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 yada, yada, link in the description, leave it a like, blah, 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 I don't care. So, I was looking at the videos, and I have a lot of fucking views in that fucking video, so... somebody told me, when are you going to do the review? Here it is. I didn't think anybody wanted to see a review of it. But here you go. Out of the month, around that, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, around that, since I've gotten this thing is fucking amazing. Out of a 10, I'd probably give it a 9. I'll give you the pros, the cons from my perspective. So like I said, I work in a kitchen. Fucking loud, chopping, dish machine, fucking plates, fucking people yelling, kitchen shit. So this thing is fucking amazing. It's fucking loud. You can hear it clearly over everything. The fucking from the dish room to where the cooks prep and all that stuff. Everybody can hear it. And then it's fucking loud. It's clear. The bass is amazing. The battery life is amazing. And waterproof, fucking like I said in the video. So, nothing's been wrong with it so far. Here it is, fucking love this thing. It's amazing and fucking good product. The only cons that I really have of it is what's it called? Okay, so the battery life is 16 hours, so they say. But, for me, it lasts around that if you have the volume on the machine like maybe halfway around that, and or lower, maybe that your battery life will obviously be longer. I always have it on full blast, and this shit lasted me maybe 12 to 13 hours, which is a fucking on one charge, and it charges for 4 hours or something. So that's a fucking amazing 4 hour charge, have 12 or 13, depending, or more, depending on how loud you use it. Fucking great. Another thing, battery life is good, but when you charge it, I know that it's not meant to be a charger, but it lasts I was charging my phone the other day while I was playing it, and that lasts around 7ish 8ish hours, maybe. I think more around 7, because it was full volume, charging my phone on and off for 2-3 hours, charging my phone, and which is still fucking incredible. But that's the only problem that I have with that is that my friend bought a portable Bluetooth speaker, but his is smaller, I forgot what the brand was, but the cool thing that I thought was once it connects to your phone, on where on your cell phone, on the top bar where it shows your Wi-Fi and your messages, your notifications, and 4G and all that shit, the speaker gave him an additional icon that showed the battery life on his speaker, which I thought was fucking cool. And I wonder why this doesn't have it. Or speaking of that, they should have a light that shows or something, a metering, or the machine should tell you oh, it's getting low, you should probably charge it or something. I haven't stared at it when it dies. I don't know if the color changes, there's a blue light that shows up here to show it's on and seeking Wi-Fi, but once you're connected, it's just solid a blue light. I don't know if it turns a different color if it's dying, because I know when I was charging it, it turned red, and I don't know if that meant the power was low or if it was just saying oh, you're charging a device. So the only problem I have with it is just that it should say that the hours would differ, which it probably says it in the manual. I don't know, I didn't fucking read it. But just suspect it that it's not supposed to be so you charge your phone all the time on it. It's just that the option's there just in case your phone's dying, you could charge it, which is good. I'm just dumb like that, and I'm just that's why it's 9 or 10, which is true. That's what I think of it. It should give you the option of not the option. It should tell you when it's dying, or that notification, if it's dying, what the percentage of the battery's at, how many hours are left. You know what I mean? And then same thing with the charge thing, is that it should say that, this many hours, not 16. It's 7 in my case. But other than that, like, those dumb details that like are pretty obvious. I mean, like, oh, you're like, you're charging it while you're playing it. Of course, it's gonna not last long. I know. I'm just letting you know. Just so you don't say, oh, I thought it was gonna be 16 hours. Like, what the fuck? But obviously, it's gonna fucking die faster if you're charging it and playing music at the same fucking time. So, yeah, the biggest problem is just that I wish it tells you if it's low on battery, or like the icon thing on the phone should be there, because that'd be fucking cool, just so like, oh, this is how many hours it has, or like, or did I charge it, or like, you think like, since I used like 5 hours this day, you think I could use it another 5 hours or like 10 hours or something. So that's the only problem that I have with it. It doesn't show you the battery life, basically. But yeah, I mean, this thing's loud as fuck. And to give you an example is that right now, I live in California, so right now it's really fucking hot, and it's summer's coming around. But when I'm driving, I don't really, how the radio shit. I hate the radio. Sometimes they play some good stuff, but most of the time on fucking the radio is just asshole. So I use this shit. I fucking put it on full blast, put it in the passenger seat, and I fucking blast my music. And this thing's pretty fucking loud. I mean, like, if it's loud enough for the whole kitchen to hear, obviously it's gonna be loud in your car. I mean, you could hear it in the front perfectly. You could hear it, like, the people in the back. I'm pretty sure you could fucking hear it amazing. Even when you're fucking driving in the wind, when you're driving with the windows down, like, the wind and all that shit is like all happening. Like, yeah, you could hear it just fine. That's how fucking good it is. Like, that's how much I love this thing, is that I even use it when I'm fucking driving instead of the radio. I mean, sometimes I have an auxiliary in my car, or sometimes I don't. Just depends on what car I'm using. But for the most part, I love using this thing. I'd rather have that. Even, like, especially since it's waterproof and all that, like, especially since summer's coming around, dude, pools, you can take this to pool parties, you can take this to the pool, just hang out, or maybe at night you want to go to jacuzzi and just listen to, like, a little bit of mellow music and stuff. You don't have to worry of it falling in and shit. I mean, when I was doing the research on it, this could be dunked in for, like actually dunked in, like, water and all that shit for, like, 30 minutes or something, which is, like, plenty of time. Like, most case scenario, you're not gonna fucking, like, take it out and just be like, yeah, man, I have this in the fucking pool. I mean, like, you can do that, but, like, because you're not gonna be fucking, like, submerging it in there. But you can submerge it. I don't know why you would, but, like, 30 minutes is plenty enough time in case you, like, drop and you're like, oh fuck, and then you're like, oh yeah, it won't really harm it. But like I said, you gotta keep this shit covered, like, tightly, and it's good that it's kind of hard to put back on, so like, for sure that it's protected. That's where you're, like, in the unbox video I show you, it's like, that's where how you charge it, how you could, like, plug in your auxiliary cord to charge your phone, or whatever. But I love this thing. Besides my little bitching about how it doesn't tell you how long it lasts and the icon notification, besides those bitching things, I give it like a 9.5. Fucking, because I would love to see it if, like, that little icon was on my fucking phone. It makes things easier instead of me wondering, like, oh, did I fucking charge it, or or, like, how long have I used it? I don't remember. Or do I have enough time to, like, for the whole day's worth of music or whatever? Other than those bitchy things, this is an amazing product. Altic Glancing, thumbs up. But yeah, use it in the car. I use it at work. I use it when I'm just hanging out in my room, or hanging out outside, or even when I'm, like, walking outside. I have music. It's just like something. It's like the 80s where you have, like, the big boombox back in there. You're just like, yeah. This one, like, it's portable. He's like fucking just carrying, just, like, walking around. Be like, oh, it's a nice day. But great product. I hope this fucking helped you decide if you want this or not. Like I said, JBL Charge 2, that's the other one I was looking at. But the waterproofing on this really got to me, because I love waterproof. That's why I have LifeProof case, waterproof this. I want to make sure, like, I could bring it some places. I mean, like, shit, I mean, even take it in the shower, fucking, like, shower and be like, ooh, I know all you guys sing, like, in the shower and shit. I mean, like, now you can have, like, some good fucking audio, and, like, there you go. But yeah, if you want to, if you like this video, like it. If you didn't, dislike it. I could give it a subscribe if you want to see more unboxings, reviews, talk about blah 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 yada yada yada. If you want me to talk about or review specifically anything, just leave me a comment on my Facebook or YouTube channel or whatever. Any questions? But I hope you liked this episode, and I hope it was like, maybe you'll buy it. I don't know. Maybe you'll check out the Charge 2 and do something different, or pick up a whole different thing. I don't know. But this is my 2 cents on this product. Amazing, 9.5 for me. But who am I? I'm just some guy. But it's pretty fucking well worth it. I definitely recommend it for anybody out there that like loves music, and like especially if you're an outdoors person. Comes with a mount, put on your bike. That's pretty fucking cool. Anyways, this has been Abry from Honest Judgment. See you guys in the next video.